Hey everyone, welcome back to Weather on the Go, all your weather coverage. In today's video, we're going to be talking about heat and humidity building across the southern part of the United States, and we're also going to be talking about storm action across the northern U.S., and that could come with some severe weather as well, with damaging winds, large hail, and some tornadoes. And also, Tropical Storm Ernesto has formed near Puerto Rico, and where it's going to go from there, the intensity, the track, everything that you need to know about the system, we're going to be talking about later on in the video. So might as well subscribe to the channel so you have the latest weather information right at your fingertips. All you got to do is press the subscribe button and also like the video, give the video a thumbs up. It really goes a long way in helping me out here. I really do appreciate it. Also, leave any comments, questions, concerns below. We'll get to all of them after the video. I promise you that. So looking here at current temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit across the United States, we're actually seeing the heat really starting to build down here into places like Texas, Oklahoma, all along the Gulf Coast here, including Florida. We can see all of these areas in the grays and whites that are temperatures into the 90s and even the triple digits here as of this moment. To the north, temperatures are much cooler here across the Dakotas, into the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast. We're also seeing some cooler weather across the Pacific Northwest as well. And we are tracking a storm complex that actually evolved last night across western Kansas, actually progressing through the state through central and eastern Kansas. Did bring a little bit of a bow echo there with some damaging wind potential through the morning. And then that is now diving through the Ozarks region and southern portions of Missouri as of this time. And actually, that system did bring some damaging wind reports, especially for central and southern Kansas. We did have that as well. Thankfully, though, yesterday we did not see any tornadoes reported on your Monday, August 12th. So that was some good news. So let's dive into the actual forecast here for you folks today. You can see that ridge of high pressure is in firm control across the southern United States today. That will continue as we go through much of the rest of the work week here as we go into tomorrow on Wednesday, August 14th, Thursday, August 15th, and also Friday, August 16th. And notice by Friday, we really start to see that ridge build back very strong and actually build just a little bit further to the north toward the central plains as well. And that is going to bring some well above average temperatures for the middle of August. This goes through Friday, August 16th for the work week. Temperatures there could be 20, 25 degrees above average here from this time of year across New Mexico, Texas, including the Texas Panhandle, into Oklahoma, and just the lower Mississippi Valley area in general here. So definitely keeping an eye on that. So much so, we do have heat advisories in excessive heat warnings here. Heat advisories in the orange, excessive heat warnings taking up residence there in Oklahoma City all the way down into southeastern Oklahoma, keeping a very close eye on that. And of course, the fire dangers out across the west. We are seeing red flag warnings continue out across eastern Oregon and into Idaho. And unfortunately, the fires do continue to rage across those regions, and hopefully they can contain those fires very shortly. So looking here at the severe weather outlook for today, we do have a slight risk, level 2 out of 5 of risk for severe storms across the Front Range into eastern, northeastern Colorado, into parts of Nebraska and Kansas, with a marginal risk broad brushed across the northern and central Rockies. Also a marginal risk over here into parts of South Carolina as well. This is mainly going to be for damaging winds, large hail, and a very, very isolated tornado risk. So the afternoon, that storm complex that evolved through Kansas last night into this morning, bringing some damaging winds, we will be actually moving through and weakening across mid-Missouri Valley here, so the Ozarks region and southern Missouri. And then as we go into the evening hours, maybe some more additional storms there into the Ozarks region. Storms will become more numerous across the Rockies, western plains as we go into the evening hours. But as the sun does set, we're going to start to see a lot of that activity start to wane in intensity and coverage. Although some storm clusters may take a run at the Great Plains, like the northern or the central plains early Wednesday morning. And as we go into Wednesday, another slight risk of severe weather, places like Omaha and down to Kansas City there and into Lawrence, Kansas. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on that. And then a larger slight risk into the Illinois Valley down into portions of Missouri as we go into Thursday, August 15th. So places like Milwaukee, Chicago, Rockford, all the way down through Peoria and Springfield, St. Louis, and down in toward portions of Branson, Missouri might be watching out for some stronger storms on Thursday. This may be expanded, maybe upgraded to an enhanced risk as we do get closer. We'll keep an eye on that. And so far on Friday, August 16th, to round out the work week, we don't have any slight risks of severe weather, but would not be surprised if that was introduced as the Storm Prediction Center becomes more confident in that later on this week. This will be a system worth watching for rainfall totals. We'll be seeing some pretty heavy rainfall with this system across the Midwest, so areas here into Wisconsin, parts of southern Minnesota, Iowa, much of Illinois into Indiana, and then back into Missouri. Those are the prime states where we could be seeing multiple inches of rain, 2 to 4 inch worth here, possibly even higher than that if some of those storms train over the same areas. And you can see areas like Des Moines, Madison, La Crosse, Milwaukee, Chicago, Rockford, down here into Peoria, St. Louis, and even back toward Kansas City, Indianapolis. A lot of major metropolitan hubs in this area could actually be seeing those multiple inches worth of rain through Saturday, August 17th, so watch out for flash flooding. Turning now to the tropical weather update for you folks. We are watching Ernesto, was named a tropical storm near Puerto Rico yesterday or early this morning. And right now, there are actually tropical storm warnings in effect for the entire island of Puerto Rico back here into the northern Windward Islands, and that is due to the storm surge that is also going to be occurring with this system. We could see up to 3-foot storm surge near San Juan all the way around here into St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix Island, so make sure if you guys have anybody that lives down in this vicinity or you live down there in general that you have some safety from the storm surge. 3 feet of water above normally dry ground. That's what that means. And also with the inland flooding threat as well, this is going to be producing some very heavy tropical moisture. So rainfall amounts 6-8+ inches will be likely, especially for the southern and eastern side there of the island of Puerto Rico. Lesser amounts further west, but still a formidable 2 to 4 inches on the northern and northwestern side of the island. So still some runoff from that could be producing some significant flash flooding. And that could extend back into the islands there of St. Croix, into St. Martin, all the way back there into portions of Antigua and also the Barbuda area, all the way down here into Guadalupe. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on that. Tropical Storm Ernesto is a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm right now with the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center, and it is moving west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. And the cone of uncertainty has this actually strengthening to a Cat 1, possibly Cat 2 hurricane as it approaches Bermuda as we go into the weekend, and remaining a hurricane straight through the weekend as it passes over Bermuda there. And you can see the water temperatures are very favorable in the western Atlantic Ocean for the system to strengthen, so be keeping an eye on that. And with that, those water temperatures so warm, the intensity of this system is likely to catapult into the Cat 1 category for sure. Category 2 pretty likely, maybe even an outside chance of this getting up to Category 3 strength, a major hurricane as it approaches Bermuda there, depending on those water temperatures, the wind shear, and everything like that. So let's track it here today. This is over just to the east of San Juan, just to the east of Puerto Rico, with the main central low pressure there as a tropical storm. It will strengthen. It's going to be back over the open waters here of the western Atlantic, tropical Atlantic area here on Wednesday, tomorrow, as it moves north of the Dominican Republic, and then it'll continue to strengthen on its trek up there from the Dominican Republic vicinity all the way up toward Bermuda as we go into Thursday, Friday, and even into that Saturday time frame into the weekend. And we have to watch this because a trough coming off of the northeast United States will actually pick this system off and actually move this further away from the United States. So that is what we're waiting for as we go into the weekend, probably on Sunday, and then into early next week on Monday. This trough traversing across the northeastern United States will pick this system up and it will move it away from the United States and Canada, and that could be our hope as we go into next week. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below for the latest weather information right at your fingertips. We'll keep you updated on the temperatures, precipitation, and tropical storm soon to be Hurricane Ernesto. Make sure to give the video a like, give it a thumbs up down below. We'll keep you updated on that. Leave any comments, questions, and concerns below. We'll get to those later on here after the video, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Tuesday out there.